And introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 76.9 kilograms and trains under Anthony Parosh out of Team Parosh MMA with a professional record of 10 wins for just 4 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Andrew Mills! And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 76.8 kilograms and trains under Eugene Behrman out of City Kickboxing in Auckland, New Zealand with a professional record of 13 wins for 6 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for John Vake!
It's Mills in the blue, Vake in the red to near an 8th and cage side with Carl Noak. And Carl, I've looked forward to commentating the Vake brothers in action. What a privilege it is to be here, and what a privilege it is to be with you.
Thank you. If John performs anything like his brother did earlier, then we're in for a great fight.
Well, I can tell you what, no doubt, Big Bro will be looking to follow the success of Little Bro here tonight. And you'd have to think, Carl, fresh off competing at the Commonwealth Games early on this year, just recently last month in Birmingham, he'd be as fresh as a daisy. He'd be ready to go, wouldn't he?
He would, and his wrestling should be on point. But as we see, Andrew Mills looking for the takedown early in this fight. Like I said, it's going to be a match of whoever can get the takedowns and whoever can win that wrestling match. And so far, Andrew Mills doing a good job. Like I said, he's very strong in these positions. He's a very strong wrestler. So although he doesn't have the same pedigree as John Vake, he's still a great wrestler in his own right.
Well, you said it best. His team at Team Parosh doing everything they can to get him prepared, knowing that John would be well and truly prepared fighting out of City Kickboxing, and he finds himself up against the cage here, but he's staying calm.
Yeah, very relaxed here, John Vake is. He knows that he's not in too much danger, but he has to be careful of those shots. That's a different aspect again. He's doing MMA and not wrestling.
He's a big, strong guy, Andrew Mills. God. Elbow landed straight over the top.
John Vake, though, got the reversal there, and he's implementing great pressure right now. Andrew Mills doing a good job of controlling Vake's outside arm there. Makes it hard for Vake to do anything. Even though he has the underhook, he can't do much because his other arm's trapped. As he looks for these double unders now. Andrew Mills doing a great job though, sorry T.
No, please, go ahead, Kyle. You mentioned Andrew Mills doing a great job. He does so as they manage to break here.
Be interesting to see how much energy Andrew Mills spent just then. I see him take a deep breath as he come out. John Vake looks fresh as still, so.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, both guys in incredible shape. You can see that. Look at the width on the back of Andrew Mills. That's a big man.
He's a big man for this weight division. Very defined.
Vake, we know his credentials both inside the cage and on the wrestling mat. And training within those walls at City Kickboxing with some big names. Left hook lands flush for Vake, pressing Mills up against the cage. Good defense thus far from Andrew.
Yeah, Vake doing a great job in the stand-up. I'm surprised he went for that takedown there. I guess his wrestling just sort of took over there, but I thought he had more success with the hands. And again, Andrew Mills not really a guy I'd like to go to the ground with.
And if he can get a takedown here, which he does so. Beautiful work from Vake. And it's that constant grind, almost like his little brother. Just holding that pressure, and he's in full guard now, is John Vake.
Yeah, that pressure that wrestlers put on you is relentless. It really wears you down.
Jeez.
Mills doing a good job though of tying him up. Not letting him get much space. From here, it's near impossible for him to land some heavy ground and pound. So all Andrew Mills has to do is hold on here, and looks like he's hoping for the ref to stand it up.
Look how technical Vake is.
Yeah, he's doing a great. Every time he comes to his knee or something, he's taking it away from him.
Great defense by Mills. He's back to his feet now.
And Mills picked the perfect time then to stand up. John Vake again looking for that takedown. So be careful where he puts his head in this position. Mills doing a great job with the takedown defense too.
Well, he's landing shots of his own.
And those elbows do have a lot of damage to them too. I've seen people knock people out from there, so John Vake needs to be careful.
Indeed he does. You make mention of the big names inside the walls of City Kickboxing. We saw one of them at Eternal 67, Kevin Doucet. No doubt playing a major role in getting John ready for his fight against Andrew Mills.
John just cuts that angle now and gets that takedown.
Beautiful wrestling from John Vake. When you train with the likes of Israel Adesanya, Blood Diamond, Dan Hooker, Brad Riddell, Shane Young, the list goes on. Heck, you might as well even mention Johan Smith. My goodness. He makes an impact now and then. James Vake, his teammate. Career opportunities for health professionals Australia-wide. The medical team here tonight are proudly supported and recruited by AHP. Trust AHP and search your next career move online at ozhp.com.au. Round 2, Vake and Mills. Vake centre cage, and you said, Kyle, he's got a bit more success on the feet. He seems to have heard you because he's doing just that.
Yeah, I'm sure his corner picked that up as well and wanted him to use his hands a little bit more. Both guys must have got the same instructions because Andrew Miller's coming out firing as well. Andrew Miller very loose with his hands, ready to pour any shots that come his way. Switching stances as well.
I don't think we've seen this amount of experience inside the cage, Kyle. I mean, you got 14 fights with Andrew Mills, 18 fights with John Vake. I mean, you do the math. I can't tell you what the answer is, but that's a significant amount of fights between the two men. Experience on another level here.
Yeah, it really is. And you add to that John Vake's wrestling experience and you know, Andrew Miller's jiu-jitsu experience. It's just, it's phenomenal.
It truly is the cream of the crop here at Eternal 68.
Yeah, and you expect nothing less from the guys at Eternal either. They always put on the best fights and the best fighters, so.
Well, we're seeing a very technical chess match as it stands here in round number 2. Left hand lands flush for Vake, and Mills continues to press.
This is a better position for Mills to be in. This is where Mills is strong, is against the cage, having his opponent against the cage where he can slowly cook him. But it's hard to take a guy like John Vake down. This is where Andrew Mills may normally feel comfortable here, but he's dealing with a different animal here in John Vake.
Yeah, exactly, and I think he understands that, which is why he's doing his best to mix things up, I guess. Nonetheless, John staying patient, staying calm.
Yeah, and that's why we get in the fight. We want to test ourselves against the best, so I'm sure Andrew Mills wants to test how good his takedown is against a guy like John Vake.
Absolutely.
Nice knee there, keeping him honest. Let's see if Andrew Mills can get off some striking now. Looking for them kicks. John is a little bit sharp on that jab though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's closing the distance well. I don't know if he's using it to set up for a takedown or that right hand down the middle, but Mills sees it coming. Ooh, that is crisp. He's thrown that twice now, Kyle.
It's very fast too and very elusive. Nice hand there by Mills though. Vake doing it good. There it is, that shot. And nice defense there by Mills. Saw it coming, was able to sprawl out.
Heavy sprawl from Andrew Mills.
As Mills looks to take his back now. No.
He almost had a goal.
He had the right idea. It was just hard against a guy like John Vake. He was ready. Oh, and beautiful left hook there.
Well, again, both guys starting to find their rhythm.
Nice. Vake saw him come in with a nice low head and was able to sneak that right uppercut in.
Final minute of round number 2. And you can hear James Vake in the corner of his brother, imploring John to continue to press the action here in this last minute.
And both guys happy to stay on the feet in this round as well. As much as I want to see a technical ground game between these two.
Yeah, indeed. And I think that's what I think me and you and even the crowd, it's when you have these credentials on display, you do want to see them utilise them. Nonetheless, they're not here to please us.
And they're here to win.
Absolutely.
Final 10.
Final 10 seconds of round 2. Will we see a third? Yes, we will. Streaming all the latest and greatest news, topics, and discussion about the world of combat sports, head on over to UFC Fight Pass. Third and final round, eternal welterweight division.
John Vake using that double jab well.
If you take a look at Vake's record, he's got a few knockouts to his name. He's not just a wrestler. He can do it all.
You can see he's always threatening too, those strikes. A double jab is money for him.
Look at that deep single, my goodness.
Quick shot, but Andrew Mills are able to defend.
Heavy hips in the cage, proving to be some sort of assistance for Mills there, Kyle.
Yeah, absolutely. That's that strength we were talking about earlier. Andrew Mills is just a strong dude. He's able to nullify that shot quite easily. But he's still in danger here against the fence.
Well, let's wait and see. Yeah.
Careful not to be caught in a triangle there either.
We've got the wrestling of Vake versus the jiu-jitsu of Mills.
Beautiful work there by both guys. Andrew Mills did a good job to get out of that position.
Indeed he did. Almost cancel each other out there, Kyle. Mills looking for a single of his own. Kyle, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was about to say the same thing. It's a nice little level change there by Mills. John Vake just a little bit too switched on though. Nice left hand. John Vake lands that nice left and shoots again straight away. He's been pressured against the cage now. If he can get his hips, walk his knees in close to Andrew Mills and get his hips underneath him, we'll see him big lift here.
There it is, right on cue. Kyle Noki goes for a ride, and that is big, especially in this point in the fight. If he can manage to control Mills, it could pay dividends late in this round, Kyle.
Yeah, it will. And a guy like John Vake, he's been here before. This is his position. He feels comfortable here, so see if he can ride this fight out. I'm sure Andrew Mills is going to do everything he can to either look for a submission or get back to his feet here. If he can get a strong whizzer and start stuffing that head, it may help him get up. John Vake just a step ahead all the time.
Conditioning, I'm sure, not an issue for both these men, especially John Vake. All those Sunday spider sessions paying off here at the mid stages of round 3.
Yeah, and the more he can turn this into a wrestling match like this, the better it's going to be for his cardio. And like I said, this is a position he'll be comfortable in. So the more he can wrestle, the more it's going to be a comfort thing for him as well.
Absolutely. Andre Paulette, like I said, giving his 2 cents worth $1 million, and it could be worth a lot. Could be the difference between a win and a loss here for Vake. He's doing a good job thus far of controlling Mills. Mills is defensively sound. Oh, there we go. He can't grab the cage. But he goes down again for his troubles.
Yeah, John Vake just a little bit too good with the wrestling tonight.
Beautiful transition. Looking to take the back. Mills will make it hard for him.
It is also very hard to prepare for a great wrestler. You can prepare as much as you can, but unless you're in there with someone at that level, it's going to be hard to sort of get in there and work that puzzle out while you're in the cage.
Well, there's a difference between a good wrestler and a great wrestler, Kyle.
Exactly.
Isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Yeah. And I think you're seeing the finer details and intricacies of that. What many would classify themselves as a good wrestler, I'm sure John Vake would be classified as a great wrestler. I mean, you've got to look at his credentials. They're on display here right now.
Yeah, that's right. It's hard for Australians to get great wrestlers over here as well.
Absolutely.
I think it's a sport we need to implement in the high school.
He can't grab the cage there.
Did he grab it though? Or did he have his knuckles resting against it?
Oh, that's a clear grab, Kyle. I mean, I'm watching both the screen and the live action in front of us. It's pretty tough to remain unbiased in this situation. Gosh. Matt Wynn doesn't miss much, but I tell you.
He missed that one.
Yeah. We won't harp on about it. Great defense by Mills. Vake is still offensive here. As we count down the final 20 seconds of
looks for a Kimura.
What has almost been an entire wrestling match in round 3. And you'd have to think, Kyle, John Vake, has he done enough to earn the judges' respect and decision? Looks like we have a decision. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Wynn is ready to go, and so is Blake Richardson. Let's go inside the cage for an official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28, 29-28, and 30-28 for your winner via unanimous decision in the red corner, John Vake. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your winner, John Vake. John, congratulations on a successful return to professional mixed martial arts after almost 3 years away. Tell us about your decision. What motivated you to step away, and what made you decide to come back?
Yeah, it was just, I guess life kind of hit me, and one thing led to another, and a bit of unlucky circumstances kept me away from the game for a little bit, and yeah, COVID didn't help competing, but after the passing of my younger brother, for me, it made me decide that whatever I got left has got to be the best, because we're here. And I think that's a message for everybody, you know, no matter what you're going through, we're here, you know, so let's keep fighting.
It's a beautiful message, and I'm sure your brother's proud of you. Now, speaking of your other brother, your younger brother, James fought earlier tonight. He's in your corner. Tell us about what it's like to prepare to fight on the same night, and how did it affect you mentally? Did it give you the boost to see him get the decision victory?
Yeah, it did. We just inspire each other, you know, like, I can't say that it was an easy road back here, and I can't say it's going to be easy tomorrow, even with wins, but just knowing that I got a partner, he's more of my partner than my brother, you know, so I know that if there's anyone else in the world that's feeling it, it's him, and the days that I'm not in the gym and he's in the gym, it gives me no excuse, so we just keep pushing each other. As far as competing on the same night, earlier we used to be quite greedy. It was like, you don't fight on my card, I don't fight on your card, you have your night, I have my night. But just after life gave us some cards and we just switched our mentality, I wouldn't fight on any other night but the night that he fights on now, you know, because we're stronger together.
Well, the night belongs to the Vake brothers, that's for sure. Now, you have announced your arrival to the Eternal Welterweight division. You moved to 14-6 as a professional. You've got the experience behind you. Now, we recently had a new welterweight king crowned at Eternal 67 in Caleb Crazy Horse Rideout. Tell us, do you have your eyes on the top of the division? And if so, do you have a message for the champ?
Yeah, of course. I mean, now that I'm back, I'm here for everything. As far as what's next for me, I wanted to come back and I just wanted to step in here and compete. Like you said, it'd bring 3 years. I asked my coach, I didn't want to build and fight, I wanted someone tough. Andrew Mills is a 2-time Australian champion, a battler who's fought some of the best guys. So we picked him. As far as my performance, I'm going to be quite critical of it and say that I'm at about 25%. So I'll go back and I'll talk to Huge and I'll talk to Ash and the boys and we'll see what's next for me. But yeah, for me, it's 14-6, but I just felt like I debuted. We're just about to get started.
Well, if that's the start, I can't wait to follow you on the journey, my friend. On behalf of Eternal, welcome to the promotion. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your winner, John Vake.